Hey, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Tune-up utilities are all over the internet. They advertise that they're going to clean up your computer and speed it up and make it problem-free. Truth of the matter is most modern computers running Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, and Macintosh computers running Mountain Lion and higher don't need tune-up utilities. These operating systems are very robust and very sufficient to take care of themselves. They perform their own updates, and if there's any bug fixes, both Microsoft and Apple is pretty quick to jump on them and issue these updates, which automatically download to your computer. So why do these companies advertise tune-up utilities? Well, it's pretty simple. It's all about money. Tune-up utilities were necessary back in the early 90s when computers were first becoming popular for home users. But now they're pretty useless, but companies still make these programs in order to generate a profit. So let's take a look at some of the more popular tune-up utilities out there so that you can know which ones to avoid. Personally, I think you need to avoid them all, but we'll take a look at some of the more popular ones on the market for both Windows and Mac. That way you can identify not or what not to download to your computer. Our first program is ILO System Mechanic. Recently, PC Magazine rated this program as one of their top tune-up utilities. It's a $39 program and you can download it immediately to your computer. And as you can see, it promises to boost speed, removes bloatware, unleashes internet speed, etc., etc. Before you run any tune-up program on your computer, you really need to take a look at your system requirements to see if you have what is the bare minimum. Now, on both Windows and Macintosh computers, the most important thing is the processor and RAM. So let's take a look at this Windows computer, and we're going to go to, we're going to go to the File Manager. So let's click on File Manager for Windows, and then we're going to right click on this PC. Once you click on this PC, we want to go to Properties, which brings up the properties for this Windows computer. Now keep in mind these system requirements are both important for Windows and Macintosh computer. If you want your computer running at optimum speed, you need to make sure that you've got the right processor and RAM. So this computer here is running an Intel Core i5 processor with 8 gigs of RAM. So both Windows and Macintosh users, take note, processor needs to be at least an i3 or i5 or an i7 processor, i5 and i7 being the top. And as far as the installed amount of memory, 8 gigabytes of RAM is going to give you optimum speed as far as your computer is concerned. We can check internet speed here in a second, but these are the most important things: your processor and your RAM. So check those first before you call in the big guns, or if you try to download one of these tune-up programs. The other thing, as far as the internet speed is concerned, the best way to check that out is to go to speedtest.com. A lot of people will assume, oh, my computer's running slow because I can't check email. Well, most people are using web-based email, so a program like Speed Test is going to make sure that you're running at optimum speed. So when you hit Speed Test, just hit Begin Test. It'll run a quick scan of your computer's internet speed, and it'll tell you how fast you're going. Now, here we've got excellent speed, 36 megabits per second download, which is the most important number. So my internet speed is great. In order for you to get optimum speed, you should be getting between 5 and 10 megabits per second. Now keep in mind, if you're running around between 1 and 3, that may just be a limitation of, or it may be you may be just stuck with that internet speed. So again, processor, internet speed are the most important things to check before you start to download tune-up programs. Now back to our program. Now let's get back to System Mechanic. As you can see, it boosts internet speed, which is impossible. Your internet provider does that bloatware, etc., really doesn't have an effect on your computer. So ILO System Mechanic is one of those utilities I say to avoid. The next one is our SysWOW Utilities, and it boasts a whole host of utilities. You've got the Sim Cleaner, which promises to clean out your machine. And another problem people have problems with are drivers, which for Windows and Mac, drivers are downloaded automatically to your computer. So you really don't want to run this program. And you don't want to mess with drivers either, because if you install the wrong driver on your computer, it can cause a big issue, big deal. So SysWOW Utilities, one of those tune-up utilities to avoid. Next one is AVG Tune Up. AVG, the antivirus company, has jumped into the tune-up game because there's money to be made. You can buy it. You can do a free download to get the free version, but then you can buy it for $49.99 a year. And like most of the other programs, it promises to speed up your PC. It'll free up disk space. For some odd reason, you're going to get longer battery life, etc., etc. So it also promises to clean up your Mac as well. So avoid it. It doesn't really do you any good. AVG Tune Up. Next on our list is Cloud System Booster. Care for your PC help. You can clean up and optimize your computer with this program. It promises to do most of the same things all the other tune-up programs promise. Again, I would avoid it at all costs. A Shampoo Winoptimizer free. Let's get rid of that pop-up. Promises to speed up your system, clean up your computer, make Windows more reliable. I can't recommend it. The next one is Komodo System Utilities. Speed up your computer, all-in-one registry cleaner, and disk privacy cleaner. Another program you definitely want to avoid, especially something that promises to clean your registry. For Windows users, the registry is something that you do not want to touch. If you mess with the registry, it could definitely ruin Windows, and you would definitely have to call in a technology expert to come in and get it. Next program is PC Keeper, recommended by technology experts. They've got a whole line of stuff. Promises to clean your system. They've got antivirus. Something I would avoid. Next is the old standby Norton Utilities. Now Norton is the one that started out with the utilities program to help speed up your computer. It's come down in price. Used to be $50, but now Norton is $19.99. It's another tune-up program that you can avoid. Next, we're going to the infamous MacKeeper, which is for Macintosh computers. It promises to clean up your Mac and keep it running nice and smooth, but again, it's one of those programs that you can definitely avoid, and do not download it onto your computer. There's another one called CleanUpMyMac, Mac cleaning software. You can download it for free. It'll clean and optimize your Mac, removes junk with 2 clicks of a button. Again, another program that you do not want to use. And finally, there's TuneUpMyMac. Run your Mac faster with TuneUpMyMac. It promises all the same things as all the other utilities does, and again, it is another program that you want to avoid. So there's all the tune-up utilities that are available on the market. I wouldn't recommend that you run them, because usually these tune-up programs cause more harm than good. So you've got the list of programs. You can attempt to download them, but then again, I wouldn't recommend doing it, because most modern computers can take care of themselves. There you have it. As always, if you've got comments or questions about this tech segment, leave your comments in the section below. You can check out more great tips like this one at our YouTube channel at Integral On-Site and Online Tech Support. We're all over social media too. Check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. And as always, take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile.